Welcome to Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest. This game is a mashup between Magic the Gathering, popular card game, and Puzzle Quest, popular puzzle game, and is now available to you on your mobile device. You can download it using the sponsored link below, which helps support the channel. It is a free-to-play mobile game, and I spent the entire day yesterday playing it while I was traveling, played it during all of my downtime, found the gameplay pretty compelling. So, let's jump right into the gameplay as I challenge the mighty Zendikar Unleashed. The idea of the game is you'll notice the recognizable Puzzle Quest format, and you'll notice the Magic the Gathering type cards in my hand. You can rearrange the cards. I actually like the order as is, but you can reorder the order that they come out in. Right now, first of all coming out is the Mana Gorger Hydra, which is a 8 mana 3/3 for me. And the one rare card in my deck. Followed by the Mantle of Webs, which is probably the best card in this deck right now. Gives +1/+3 in reach. So there's a bit of strategy in building the deck, and I'm going to showcase building the deck soon. It is why I only have a level 2 hero, a level 2 Planeswalker, because I want to show the process of choosing a Planeswalker to play, as well as the deck building aspect of the game as well. So for now, the basics. Nissa is the basic hero that everyone is going to start off with, the basic Planeswalker. You can see the mana bonuses below. You get 1 extra green mana whenever you connect green stones, as she is affinitied with green, whereas in Magic, every color has 2 opposing colors. And for green, that's black and blue. So if you connect black or blue, you get -1 mana for the connection. If you connect 3 black or 3 blue, you still get 2 mana, but it's only 2. So as a priority, you want to connect green. There I've got a 4 green, so that's pretty good. Whenever you connect 4 in a row, you eliminate that entire row, or if you connect 4 in a column, you eliminate that entire column, but still you only get the 4 mana. In that case, I got 5 mana, because 4 plus... Actually, I got a lot more since extra connections happened. I'm going to connect the triple green there. Get out the Mana Gorger Hydra. Every single round, you draw a card. My Planeswalker ability is to use 6 loyalty in order to draw 1 card. This is rather weak, and it is because my Planeswalker is only level 2. I could have leveled her up, but I haven't spent any money into this game yet, and I wanted to showcase leveling up a Planeswalker and spending that sweet, sweet stuff on opening boxes for you. So we're just gonna draw 1 card. Limit 1 Planeswalker ability each turn. You get the loyalty points by connecting either stones on the board or by connecting the specific loyalty stones on the board. You get more loyalty for loyalty stones. You get some loyalty for other stones. I'm going to move this Sylvan Messenger to the... reorder it a bit so that the Sylvan Messengers will come out after the Mantle of Webs. The game will give you a signal of where you can connect. Right now it's telling me to switch the black and the blue. I don't want to switch the black into there because I am only getting 2 mana for it. See if there's anywhere better though. I have the option to connect the loyalty stones over to the right, but I don't want to do that either. I'm going to do this though. This combos the blue into the loyalty. The loyalty is near worthless for me because you do draw a card each turn, and my deck right now isn't really that well positioned to play all of the cards. The opponent just cast a support card, a pretty powerful one. Whenever a creature is cast by the opponent, that creature gets +3/+3 and flying until the beginning of your next turn. That stays on the board forever until that stone is broken. So I'm going to be looking to break that stone as a priority, which means connecting that with 2 other green stones whenever possible. I'm going to continue getting the... for this Mantle of Webs, I get to target a creature on my side and just cast it on him. That gives it reach. This card, by the way, is my only rare card that I opened in a pack, and it's pretty good. The mana cost for the stats are great. Plus it has that handy text of whenever any player casts a spell, this creature gets +1/+1. In case it wasn't clear, I may have glossed over it. Creatures will always attack the opponent, so this Hydra is currently doing 5 damage to the opponent every single turn. Looks like there's a lot of black and blue on this map. I'm going to connect this black because it'll cascade the blue down and connect even more stones. You do get unlimited time to decide your time in this one, but for purposes of moving it forward, I'm going to not spend that much time on my moves. This is an easy one. I'm connecting both green, which gives me +1 mana, as well as knocking that enchantment down a peg. I can always click on the opponent to see what his Planeswalker power is. His mana bonuses are higher than mine, by the way. Give +1/+1 to a creature you control. That's pretty good. As you can see, my Planeswalker ability that I get, and level 2, all Planeswalkers start at level 1. Level 2 is not that far in. Whoa, that's a big guard. You can see it's not very useful because I have a hand that's full right now. 6 cards is the hand limit. You can always click on the cards to see what they do. That one has Berserker, which attacks my creatures as a priority. Board control is really important in this game. They always attack the first one on the bottom. In addition, my guy has Defender anyways because of the reach that I buffed with my spell. This is a really bad matchup for me due to the 5/7 against the 7/7. However, even worse, even if I get rid of the support card, which I am going to do, I don't get rid of that bonus, I believe. But let's get rid of it. Oh, it was until the beginning of his turn, so turns out that that's not going to do too well for him. So that 5/5 is forced to attack my taunt, my defender rather, although he had Berserker on, which meant it was going to target my creatures first anyways. He's cast Orbs of Warding. This game's a lot about board control as always, so the life gain isn't that important. He started off at a much higher life total, but this is all very unimportant. It's all about making sure that you have some presence on the board and that you're able to keep the presence. Time to reorder a bit here. So I have a lot of creatures coming up, but the creature limit on your side of the board is 3 on both sides. So I'm going to drag the Leaf Gliders together and the Sylvan Messenger. We'll stack and reinforce, which you'll see soon. I'm on my way to casting this. That spider had Defender, so my creature was forced to attack into it. Creatures will automatically attack the opponent every single time otherwise. So you can see there's definitely a good amount of strategy and depth to this game. You have the reordering of cards, you have the priority of what to break, you have to making sure that your opponent doesn't get too great a deal. I just reinforced my cards. When you play the same card as one that's already on the board, you simply add the stats together. I can connect the white together, which will drop the black, and that'll connect. There might be something better, but I'll do that first. Alright, that looked pretty good. So I'm casting Leaf Glider number 1 and Leaf Glider number 2, which stacks on the same board together. It would have been even better if I had moved the next card. Oh, another Leaf Glider I just drew. That's good. I'm going to... Oh, I have 2 more of these. So I'm going to move the Leaf Gliders. I'll talk about deck construction real quick. Wow, this is just... I attack for the win. Actually, I'm about to show it. So that's how a match is played. You use the mana formed by playing the Puzzle Quest, the Bejeweled, the Stone connecting thing. I only won that amount of reward because I had already completed this one. You use the mana gain from the Stone connecting game to cast the cards, and now we're going to go ahead and go to the vault. where I am very excited to buy another Planeswalker. Right now there's 5 Planeswalkers in the game, 1 for each color. Only 10 crystal to purchase any. You get that rather quickly. I've opened about 15 boosters so far, which was gained through normal play of the game. Every single mission in the single player campaign that you finish will actually give you pretty much enough to buy a booster, or you can spend the ruins on upgrading your hero, which is the plan. So first of all, I'm going to buy a fat pack using the 200 gems I've got. I'm going to choose which Planeswalker I go with based off of the quality of cards I get here. 3 red cards. Uncommon? Wow, that's pretty good. 8 mana for 4/3 stats. You gain control of a target creature your opponent controls with power 2 or less. Until the end of your turn, that creature also gains haste. Wow, that's a really... That'll lean me towards red for sure. We've got 2/2 Renown. There's very similar mechanics to Magic. Renown is whenever you deal damage to the opponent, gets plus the Renown. Duplicates currently don't do anything in the game, since you can only have 1 unique card in each. We've got a gain 5 life, draw 1, whatever. A neutral, which can be used in any deck. 11 mana, 4/4 with flying. Okay. More packs to open. Green card. Uncommon. Another Sylvan Messenger. Oh, rare! Alright, a blue card. Pick 1 from the next 3 cards from your library, draw that card, and gain 6 mana. So you get to filter for a kind of specific card, given that there are only 10 unique cards in your deck to begin with. And this gains a mana. That looks pretty nice. Nice bonus. Some white cards here. Destroy target disabled creature, so for some combo wombos. 10 mana, 3/4 defender. Another one of those. Whatever. Got some support cards which turn gems over time. I found that these support cards aren't... the land type of support cards take a bit too long to get going. This one's interesting. Disable target creature until beginning of your next turn, draw a card. That might cost a little too much. Red. +3/+1 until the turn. That's not that big a deal, I think. Destroy 1 of your creatures and deal 5 damage to a creature your opponent controls. Ooh, that's a really good combo with some of the weaker cards. Direct damage, I've found, has not been that common. I've got a blue card, just spend 3 and make your opponent lose 3. Kind of interesting. A lot of red cards. I think I'm going to go with the red Planeswalker, Chandra. Warhorn, 14 mana. When a creature you control attacks, it gains +1/+0 until the end of your turn. Okay. Call of the Full Moon. When this support is in play, the first creature you control gains 3/2 and gains Trample and Berserker. Wow, that is a really good card. Based off of what I've seen so far. Fiend Elemental, that's just a haste card. Some more of the support cards, sure. Alright, so we're going to go with Chandra. And that's the list of all the cards that we've gotten. 1 rare card in there. What a shame. Didn't get any of those fat mythics. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Chandra. And let's build a deck. And take a quick look at the basic Nissa deck I was using. It was very, very simple first. Just a quick look at it. 10 cards, all have to be unique. The game will start you off with some weak cards. Replace them as quickly as possible with cards you get from boosters. You get the boosters really quickly, also. First of all, though, I am going to use my runes in order to level Chandra up. You can now add 1 more spell to your deck. Flame Shot is now level 1. HP increased by 8, your Planeswalker regeneration improved, you can add 1 more support to your deck. As you can see, I was using Nissa at level 2 for quite a while because I wasn't sure what Planeswalker I was going to go for. I wanted to wait until this stream, this video, to open up some packs. So Flame Shot is slightly improved. I want to level up to at least 14 to get the Scorching Strike ability. That seems really nice. Deal 2 damage to target creature. It's going to help me board control. Lovely. Flame Shot level 2, Scorching Strike level 1, add 1 more creature. Red Match gives 1 more mana, HP increased by 4, your Planeswalker regeneration improved. Green Match gives 1 more mana. So you can see the different benefits I get now. Now when I connect red mana, I get a lot more mana. And Scorching Strike is awesome compared to Nissa's ability. Alright, so the deck that it starts you off with. Let's take a look at what kind of joke cards we've got to begin with. There's a quick improvements button, but as a tried and true deck builder, let's see what we've got first. So it begins you with 8 mana, 3/1 Defender. That one doesn't seem that terrible. A 4 mana, 2/1. 6 mana, 3/1. 9 mana, 2/2, Renown 1. That card seems really bad. I'll try to remove that. 8 mana, 2/2 with Haste. That seems quite bad as well. A 3 mana, 1/1. That's not very strong. This Titan's Strength only gives a creature a one-time boost. I'm going to try to avoid using that card. Lightning Javelin. That's what I'm talking about. Deal 3 to the target creature opponent. I'm going to try to board control. Smash to Smithereens. Destroy a support your opponent controls, you take 3 damage. Yeah, that's not bad. And we've got this Veteran Sidearm support card. It's terrible, but we'll see if we have better options. Okay. You do need exactly this amount of spells, supports, and creatures in your deck, so we'll pick the best ones first. Call of the Full Moon definitely gets in. This card is ridiculously good, I think, compared to the rest. Let's see, do I want the Warhorn in? I think that's not that much better than the Veteran Sidearm. And I think these mana fixing cards are a bit too slow, not to mention there are no red mana fixers here. Fiery Conclusion seems pretty good. I do have some bad creatures in the deck, so I'm going to add that card in. What is Alchemist Vial? Oh, just that disable. It is a basic one. I'm gonna add in Foundry of the Council's over Titan's Strength. This is one of the cards I had gotten earlier. 4/1/1 Thopters with flying, so basically 11 mana, 4/4. Get rid of Titan's Strength. And for creatures, we got a Majoring Bully. I had opened this earlier as well. 10 mana, 4/4. That's pretty good. I'm gonna replace this 9 mana, 2/2. As you can see, a 10 mana, 4/4 is clearly better than 9 mana, 2/2. We've got an 8 mana, 4/3 here. Just go ahead and add that. Gain control of a target creature your opponent controls with power 2 or less. Nice. Do I want a 9 mana 3/2? Summons Thopters, which kind of combos a little bit with the spell I have that summons Thopters. Because one of the problems is you can have too many creatures in play and then not be able to play any. Let's see if this kicks out any of the other ones. I also might just need it. We'll see for now. Quick improvements. I should replace my 6 mana 3/1 with a 11/11. Nah. Do I have not very many big guys? I guess that would be why. 11 mana 4/4 is better than a 9 mana 3/2. I'll trade that. So your deck is always 10 cards. Upgrading my Planeswalker allowed me to get the flexibility of leaving out certain cards. So I can actually get rid of this sidearm. I hadn't realized that originally because I had been playing Nissa, who had exactly 10 card limit. Alright, so what is the next best card here? Oh, I definitely want Lightning Javelin. How is that not in this deck? I think it's because I was just replacing things, thinking that it would not replace the card because deck limitations. But this is nice. I can have only one support card. My support cards are currently all rather bad after all. None of this veteran sidearm necessary anymore. I'm running my 6 best creatures. Might want the 3 mana 1/1 if I'm going to run that spell which kills my own creature though. Could even do a combo of Active Treason plus Fiery Conclusion. This is a card that I can just hold in reserve. Destroy one of your creatures, deal 5 damage to a creature your opponent controls. You combo that with Active Treason. That sounds just too fun to not do. I'll do that. I'll keep the 4 mana 2/1. 6 mana 3/1, 8 mana 3/1. Let me get rid of this Defender since it looks like I'll be using my Planeswalker power to shoot down creatures, and I might be burning a lot of creatures. It is entirely possible that this is too cute of an idea to Active Treason and Fiery Conclusion, but we'll see. Alright. And let me level her up a bit more. I think I like this general idea. One more. Alright, fantastic. I'm gonna take on the Hangerback Walker. I'd been attempting this opponent as my level 2 Nissa, and it had been giving me a bit trouble. So now that I've got a level 17 Chandra, perhaps I will do better. The end bosses of these chapters have tended to be the tougher opponents. Okay. So I do like the order that this is currently. Get the creatures out first and then cast the full moon. I'll remind myself of my mana bonuses. I'm getting bonuses for red now. A lot of red on the board, but not that much way to connect it. And my enemy colors are black and blue. Still, same as green. Might be worth it to connect the blue just so that the loyalty drops down. Alright, so that's a weak turn by him. So far, everything is going very smoothly. There's often a pondering moment where you just think, do I want to connect horizontally? Do I want to connect vertically? Looking at the red section here. Or, if at all possible, if there's any way to get a chain. And I find myself being enthralled looking at this puzzle sometimes. Yeah, let's do this just to kind of drop his stone down a bit so it can be connected easier. Kind of did it for me. So, it's broken a little bit. Got another Active Treason. These are not very good. I need them in specific combination with the other card. Right now, I have 7 loyalty points, so I'm able to deal 2 damage to the creature or 3 damage to face. Those of you who have played Hearthstone or just any type of game know that board control is of the utmost importance. I would never just hit face over flame-shotting a creature. Gives more mana. And I'll pretend that I knew that the other thing was going to drop down. Alright, so that's a very strong support card. I'll move this creature up. Alright, if I connect the blue, the white drops down, so that's good. One thing that hasn't come up yet is if you ever connect 5 in this game, which does happen, you do get to take another turn of connecting, which is very strong. Alright. So with his 2 support cards, that thing just got +3/+3. Summoned the Thopter with his Planeswalker ability there. That thing has Berserker, so it's going to attack my 3/1. If I connect the Call of the Full Moon, my 3/1 will become a 6/3, and then it'll kill his guy. Now the problem is, connecting the blue, like the game is suggesting, will only give me 2 mana. I can't find a way to get the 3 mana. You do get unlimited time to think, but I'll just go ahead and be Chandra, and I'll do a setup play of dealing 2. And then connecting these, which will drop down the red, which helps me get rid of his support card later. Or if I connect another 3 red, it'll get rid of his mana crystal on the board. Alright, that's a monster. 7/6 trample. So whatever minion he plays, I should be able to kill it with that thing. I have the Active Treason Fiery Conclusion combo, but now I'm starting to see that with this deck, it would be... I mean, that's a nice comeback mechanism, but it's difficult to set that up. Especially since I'm just aiming to remove his creatures whenever possible. I'm gonna start flame-shotting his face. Looks like this game will come to a fiery conclusion soon. Alright, so my 7/5 would attack is 5/6. Do I have any way to make this better for me? I could Lightning Javelin, plus use my hero Planeswalker ability, Scorching Strike, for 5 damage. That's not enough. If I manage to kill that support card, but even though I can connect it, I can't kill both of it. Wow, there's a lot of 4s on this board right now. Anyways, let me move the Sentinel up. And I'll start connecting this white. I'm not entirely sure why I thought it was a bad idea. For my creature to get there, it was the perfect health. I had a 7/6 against the 5/6? Oh, that's perfect. Made my guy go into 7/1. So now I have 15. Easy game. Let's do some Flame Shot BM. Pow. Good deck. It just occurs to me that I actually have a pretty sweet combo with the Call of the Full Moon, which gives the first creature I control 3/2, Trample and Berserker. plus that active treason card. So if I have no creatures and the opponent has a bunch, I can just active treason, and then it'll be a lot like Shadow Goodness. That's Shadow Madness in Hearthstone, where I can use my creature, make it attack creatures, and then kill off his creature, maybe killing both creatures.
So that was Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest. If you found that gameplay interesting, again, you can download it using the sponsored link below. It is a free-to-play game. Go, enjoy it, and it also features a little bit of multiplayer action. You can face off against decks that other players have created using quick battle, and there is a leaderboard. You can show the world that you are the master of Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest. Have at it.